I mentioned students have likely all kinds of stories of what was meaningful to them, and I've asked one of our students to come up and share this morning. This is Gracie Duke. She's an upperclassman at Providence Christian and a beloved hope builder here at People of Hope, and share a couple of minutes about your story from camp.
Cool. So yes, my name is Gracie Duke, and I was a part of this wonderful experience these past few days. And really, I wrote down what I wanted to say because I do not want to miss a moment. And I don't want the church to miss a moment either because it was really a special time. And the youth, we really grew together. And I just want to kind of give a synopsis of what happened. King of My Heart was 2021 People of Hope's camp title. I go throughout my days claiming to be a Christian and doing the right things because it's who I am. So I came into camp thinking, obviously, Jesus is the king of my heart. As we went through our worship sessions and teachings with Pastor Colby, he gave multiple points that pushed my heart and mind to realize that he's actually not my all-time number one, and I'm putting other things above him. Pastor Colby gave an analogy with two chairs. Only the king can sit in one chair, and he loves you most and should have the most say in your life. But we have to choose to sit in the chair by him. We often fill that chair up, wasting time, feeling shame, guilt, pride, or you can fill in the blank. My parents and mentors can't sit in the chair for me, and honestly, I don't want them to. I want to sit in the chair next to my king and hold him so close. The biggest impact of these past few days really was that I have to prioritize my king. I realized that my heart hasn't prioritized him. I've put my own desires, time, my phone, sports, and random other stuff above him. I was reminded that those things are good things, but nothing is good when it's sitting in the chair of influence, when I should be sitting in that chair with my king. I'm ready for my spiritual change, and Jesus wants it for us. He wants to be my number one, and all I have to do is pursue him actively. I have the choice to keep wasting my time on worldly things that will eventually fail, or pursue the only man that will ever love me perfectly, heal me completely, and run after me endlessly. At the end of the day, nothing else matters in the world. Phones, jobs, titles, sports grades, scholarships, nothing could ever satisfy my heart more than the eternal King. Hold on, I lost my place. There it is. You know, it's weird how I know all of these things, but it's so easy to not pursue him and get caught up in the world. Scripture tells us that we're prone to wander towards worldliness and away from the spiritual, but I have a choice, and I'm ready for that change. It was really beautiful to watch our youth group, worship leaders, college staff, and adult leaders, PK and PC, grow together. It was refreshing to worship passionately with like-minded believers, and it was a joy to spend this time intentionally. And the biggest reminder for me is hopefully you, is that our time is valuable. We have a choice, but also a call to use our time and bring the lost to the King. It was my joy to have been reminded to reprioritize and use my time better. I'm ready to jump back in with the Lord in all I do, and I'm ready to use it with my church family. Let's not just say that we're going to go for it, but let's actually do it and make an impact for our King, because he truly is and should be the King of our hearts. Let's be reminded to hold each other accountable and hold nothing above our King Jesus. It hit me hard knowing that I'm called to pursue him, yet I failed. But it's encouraging knowing that nothing else even comes close to my relationship with Jesus, and I can make a change that will affect my life in a way that nothing else can. Youth group, I'm thankful for you and our time together. Let's keep pushing each other to be better and growing closer. I love you.
Well done. Well done. So, in case you were wondering, the future of the church is just fine. Just fine. And Gracie is just representative of just the high caliber young men and women that are growing and pursuing Jesus.